This song like sedates me. If Justin wanted me to know the words, he would have enunciated. I have chills. Oh my god. And you know I'm right because Charlie XCX said so. Mitski, 100%. Yeah. Oh my god, I have to pause it. It's already making me cry. Shut up. Existential and like spiral into despair, you know? Words cannot describe how much I love this song. How can I not put 26 by Paramore on this playlist? Part of my soul. It's in my cells. Am I emotionally ready? No. The fucking dog is like so cute and it makes me want to cry. Ugh. But anyway. Hey. How's October been treating you guys? Because personally, I've been crying a lot. And in a way, that's kind of what this video is about. Today, we are making a playlist. Specifically, we will be making a playlist of songs to cry to. Recently, I have been spending many a night crying in the bathtub, and the playlists I already have just aren't cutting it. Like the other night I started crying in the bathtub and The Alchemy by Taylor Swift came on, and that just was not the vibe. So I skipped the song, and then Nothing Fucks With My Baby by Hozier came on, and that wasn't the vibe. So before I know it, I was actively sobbing and skipping song after song after song, trying to find one that felt right to cry to. Honestly, I have just been feeling really overwhelmed lately, and after a day of holding it together in front of other people, I've been finding it really therapeutic to carve out a little bit of time at the end of the day to be by myself in the dark and quiet with a little bit of music playing and just like allow myself to cry and release all of the tension of the day. I don't know what is going on with the astrology of October, but something's going on in the cosmos right now because I have not felt this sensitive in quite a while. I can't remember the last time I felt this sensitive, but that is okay. We are allowed to be sensitive. We are allowed to release the tension in our bodies through tears. That's what that is for. And I don't know about you, but I love crying. Love crying. One of my favorite things. Of course, I am a Cancer, so the crybaby gene is kind of built in for me, but I fully embrace that. Love a good cry sesh. I've been wanting to start a series kind of like this on my channel for a little while, where I just kind of walk through the process of making a playlist, because I have a bit of a formula that I go by when I make a playlist, and I think it's fun. I love making playlists. It's honestly one of my favorite little pastimes. Like if I have some free time and I don't have something planned to do with that free time, I will usually sit down and make a playlist. Playlists have many purposes for me in my life, one of which is to create a soundtrack for the period of life I'm in at the moment. For the past couple of years, I have made playlists for each season. Not every season, mostly I just do like spring and summer. Sometimes I'll throw a fall playlist in there, but mostly I've been listening to the same fall playlist for like several years at this point. And I haven't made a winter playlist in, I honestly don't know if I've ever made a winter playlist, but I do plan on making one this year, and maybe that will also be a part of this series. But today, we're making a playlist of songs to cry to because that's really what I'm needing at the moment. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so first things first, there are a couple of things I consider when I'm making a playlist. One, when am I going to be listening to this / what am I going to be doing when I listen to this playlist? 2, what do I want to feel when I listen to this playlist? And 3, some keywords that I would use to describe the vibe of this playlist. So for this playlist, the answer is pretty easy to the first and second questions. I'm gonna be crying when I listen to this playlist. I will probably be in the bathtub in low light with like candles lit. It's a whole scene that I have to set when I am like taking my time to myself at the end of the day. So it's nighttime, it's dark, we're in low lighting, it's quiet, I am crying. And when I listen to this playlist, I want to feel tender. I want to feel open and free to release and express all of the built up emotions that I've been feeling throughout the day. And some key words I would use to describe the vibe. Definitely soft, tender, quiet. I want to say sad. I'm predicting that a lot of the songs I'm going to be putting on this playlist are sad songs. You know, we're crying to this playlist. There are sad songs on it, okay? But as we're gonna see as we go through the process, it's gotta be a specific kind of sad. So yeah, sad is gonna be one of the key words that we're going for here, but we'll get a better understanding as we go on what kind of sad specifically we're gonna want going on in this playlist. Introspective. That'll be another good keyword here. Introspective, reflective, pensive. I think we get the idea. I think that's a good mix of words. All right, so let's create this playlist. I usually don't finalize the title of my playlists until like I've finished the playlist. I say finished in air quotes because a lot of times my playlists are subject to change. I don't make these playlists expecting that they will be in this exact state forever. Because another thing is, I don't always know that my song selections are going to work until I'm listening to the playlist in whatever context I planned to listen to it in, if that makes sense. If it's for a specific kind of activity or a specific kind of vibe, like crying in the bathtub, I won't always know that every song I have chosen is going to work in that context, is gonna feel right in that context. So we do our best, but it is subject to change at any time, depending on my mood or what I feel like doing with it in the future. I consider all of my playlists works in progress. They're never quite done. Anyway, long tangent, just to say that I don't finalize the title of my playlist until I have finished it. Let's just say this is me crying for now, and maybe we'll keep that title and maybe we won't. We'll see. Now, because the playlist I was listening to the other night when I was crying and found that some of the songs did not work for that, because I already have this playlist and a lot of those songs do work, I'm gonna start with that playlist and go through and just choose the ones that I feel like do work. So we're definitely gonna go with Rosalind by Bon Iver and St. Vincent. This song has gotta be like my #1 played song of autumn, and like obviously, of course it is. If you've ever listened to this song, you understand. It's literally the perfect autumn song, especially for like a kind of gloomy, gray, dark, moody kind of autumn day. Like, there is no better song than Rosalind by Bon Iver and St. Vincent. Anyway, this song did play as I was crying and it didn't bother me. So we're putting that one in the playlist first. This playlist will be linked below, by the way. So if you want to kind of like listen to it as you watch this video so that you kind of like get it, if you don't already know all of these songs, then like feel free. It'll be down below in the description. Okay, so Inside Out by Duster also very much works. I would describe this song as very melancholy. That's another key word, melancholy. I love this song so much, and it's definitely an introspective one. It's definitely kind of melancholy. It's a little bit moody, and it certainly works for this purpose. How do I feel about Inside You by Elvis Presley? By the name of the artist, it sounds like it should work, right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, this one works. Skinny Love by Bon Iver. It works. It works. I love this song so fucking much, you guys. Up until quite recently, I had not listened to this song in years. And like, let me tell you, when I was in high school, this song was my shit. I was one of those bitches who cut out, like, let me take you back to high school for a second, okay? When I was a teenager, I would take my little Teen Vogue magazine and like draw out the letters of like song lyrics on the pages of this magazine and cut them out and like paste them on my wall. And so there was like a good chunk of time, like a pretty long period of time when I want to say a sophomore in high school. I was 15. I had the lyrics, "Come on Skinny Love, what happened here?" on my wall, cut out of a Teen Vogue magazine. I wish I had a picture of it. I know there used to be a picture of it. I'm sure I posted it on Tumblr. Like, ain't no way I was gonna have that on my wall and not post it on Tumblr. I know a picture of it existed. I can see it in my head, but I don't know if I still have it. If I do, I'll put it here in the video. But Skinny Love by Bon Iver. Really good song. I want to say I hadn't listened to it since high school up until recently, but I'm not 100% certain on that. It's been at least 8 years, I want to say, and I'm 28 now. So it's like been at least since I was 20, but it's probably longer than that. I listened to it again recently and it just soaked into every cell of my body. It makes sense that it's the time of year it is right now because like it's autumn. It is Bon Iver season. The season belongs to Justin Vernon. Let's just say that. And you know I'm right because Charlie XCX said so by putting him on the remix of I Think About It All the Time. I'm saying the season belongs to Bon Iver and so is Charlie XCX, so you have to listen to me. I don't make the rules. Okay, so clearly Skinny Love goes on the playlist. Some Things Cosmic by Angel Olsen. There could not be a better song for these purposes. In fact, when I was listening to this playlist the other night and I knew I was gonna cry, this was the first one I put on because it just felt right. If you know the song or if you go and listen to this playlist, you'll get it. There's just something about A, her voice, B, the production in this song. I don't even know how to describe it. This song like sedates me. This song comes on and I feel everything in me like relax. And that's why it's so easy to cry to this song. My whole body relaxes. I let go of any tension in my body that's like preventing me from starting to cry. And so when I know I need to cry, this is like a solid choice for me to put on. I love this song so much, you guys. Like, you don't even get it. We're definitely going to be putting more Angel Olsen on this list. Now, okay, these 3 Taylor Swift songs, these are the ones that do not work. Fresh Out the Slammer, like, almost works. Like, it almost works, but it doesn't quite work. So, it's a no. Ivy... No, doesn't work. Shrike by Hozier. This one works. I think. Only crying to it will tell, but I think it works. And another way to definitively say whether a song works for the purpose I am putting it in a playlist for is if I kind of just like play a little bit of each song one after the other, you can tell when a song stands out from the rest and doesn't really mesh with the rest of the vibe going on. Once I'm done adding songs for right now, I will do that and then we'll know which songs work and which ones don't. Elise is a song I can cry to if I'm crying because I'm feeling tender in a yearning kind of way, but that's not the vibe of right now. I do actually already have a playlist for that purpose, and Elise is on that playlist, I'm pretty sure. If it's not, I'm gonna have to add it. My Baby Loves Me by Cyberbully Mom Club doesn't work. I don't even need to play it. It doesn't work, I don't think. Unfuck the World by Angel Olsen, definitely going on the playlist. That is the vibe we're going for. Absolutely. Motion Sickness by Phoebe Bridgers. Don't think that one's gonna work, but the one right below it, Scott Street, I think does work. All right, so now that I've gone through this playlist, my plan of action is essentially going through various artists that I know have songs that are right for this vibe, and then maybe going through other playlists that I know have songs that work. We'll see, but mostly I am starting with specific artists. Like, I know Phoebe Bridgers is gonna have songs for this purpose. Hozier, Taylor Swift, Mitski, 100%. I might have a hard time narrowing down the songs from Mitski that I put on this list. Angel Olsen, absolutely. Bon Iver, absolutely. So I'm gonna start with Taylor Swift because I know that there are some, at the very least on Folklore and Evermore, that can go on here. Off the top of my head, see, oftentimes when I'm making a playlist, I have to like listen to the song with the idea in mind that I'm going for. Because even if I've listened to a song a million times, I need to like listen to it through this specific lens to know if it's gonna work or not, if that makes sense. Like, I've listened to Exile featuring Bon Iver enough times to know what it sounds like, but I have to listen to it through the lens of like, I'm gonna be crying to this, you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely, this one is gonna work. Spotify has decided to do this really fun thing where I click on a song and it plays it for like a millisecond and then stops and won't let me actually play the song. So that's really fun. We love that. So we're just gonna go ahead blind. It's fine. It'll be fine. See, like, hello? Okay, I wanna say My Tears Ricochet works. Of course, I can't know for sure, but I think it works. Now, the song that I was thinking of when I put in the title for this playlist, This Is Me Trying, definitely works. I'm almost certain. This is a good example of what I was saying about how we're looking for sad songs, but they have to be a specific kind of sad. Epiphany, not the kind of sad we're looking for. It's actually almost too sad, and instead of just like giving me space to like let my feelings out, it will probably actively make me sadder than I need to be. So that's not the kind of sad we're going for. Epiphany does not have a place on this playlist. Peace is another song that I could definitely cry to in like a yearning sort of way, but it's not right for this one. Now, Hoax. How do we feel about Hoax? I kind of think it might work. We're gonna put it on. All right, on to Evermore. Champagne Problems. Ooh, is Champagne Problems the right kind of sad? It's working. Thank God. Okay, you know what? This one works. I can already feel myself like almost welling up. Remember how I said I haven't been this sensitive in a long time? Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I have to pause it. It's already making me cry. Shut up. Okay, moving on. 'Tis the Damn Season. Does this work? You know what? No, my gut is saying no. Ooh, Tolerate It just might work. It's actually not. It's not right. Very sad. Not the right kind of sad. I feel like, and I could be completely talking out of my ass here, but I think the songs of the kind of vibe I'm looking for have to be in a certain like tempo or like rhythm for them to work. Does that make sense? Like, I might find that that's completely untrue when I actually go back and listen to the songs that I chose, but that's what I'm thinking right now, because I'm thinking of Champagne Problems as I'm listening to Tolerate It, and they both start out with piano. They're both primarily piano songs, and they're both quite sad, but Champagne Problems has a very different energy than Tolerate It does. And I'm thinking it has something to do with the rhythm. Again, I could be completely talking out of my ass. I don't know. All I know is Champagne Problems works, Tolerate It doesn't. Okay. Moving on. I'm not seeing any other songs that are like jumping out to me right now as potential options. If I keep looking through Taylor Swift's discography, I'll never get through making this playlist, so I think I might move on to other artists for now. Honestly, I'm like itching to get into Mitski because I know that there are gonna be plenty of Mitski songs for this, so let's go hang out with Mitski. I'm just gonna jump into my liked songs by Mitski instead of going through specific albums. First one that's standing out to me, Two Slow Dancers, because I think this one might be perfect? Question mark? Yeah, this one definitely works. Bug Like an Angel? It's funny, I for a moment had forgotten that I've already cried to this song like so many times. Yeah, that one works for sure. I feel like most of Bury Me at Makeout Creek won't work. Okay, another good example of a song that's very sad but not the right kind of sad for this purpose. Last Words of a Shooting Star. It's too sad, right? Like, if I listen to this song, I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna get really existential and like spiral into despair, you know? Carry Me Out. Does Carry Me Out work? No, it doesn't work. You know what it is? Like, I feel like there can't be too much space in the song. Does that make any sense? It has to be... What words am I looking for here? It has to be like tied tightly enough to contain me, but not too tight that I can't like release the tension in me. If that makes any sense at all. Carry Me Out, it has way too much space, if that helps you understand what I'm trying to say here. I'm looking through The Land Is Inhospitable and So Are We, and I'm thinking most of these won't work. This is a very existential album, an album which, by the way, I have a reaction to here on my channel. If you want to check that out, it will be up there. It's not the kind of album that can like hold me softly for me to cry. I was thinking the only song that might be right for this playlist would be Star, but I played a little bit of it and I'm like, nah. First of all, way too much space, right? Could definitely put this on a playlist of cathartic songs, but not the vibe that we're looking for right now. I listened to almost the entirety of There's Nothing Left for You, trying to figure out if it worked, and I feel like the Brittany Broski kombucha video right now. I had moments where I was like, maybe, but ultimately I was like, no. And also, like, if it takes me the whole song to figure out if it works, it probably doesn't work. I guess is definitely going on the playlist. I've definitely cried to A Burning Hill before. Oh yeah, immediately yes. Immediately yes. Oh, I'm good. Okay. That's another one I have to just pause it because like I'll cry right now, bitch. I'll cry right now. I have chills. Oh my god. I love that song. That is honestly one of my favorite Mitski songs. Any of the songs on Retired from Sad, New Career in Business that could work are still probably too sad. I'm thinking of Because Dreaming Costs Money, My Dear. Yeah, no, nah, that one's not going on the playlist. And like Humpty, oh my god, I don't know. It might be too sad. I'll live in the bathtub. Me crying in the bathtub? Jesus Christ. You know what? I think this is actually perfect. So we're putting her on the playlist. If nothing else, while I'm crying, if Humpty comes on and I hear that line, I'll live in the bathtub, it'll give me a little bit of a chuckle because I'll already be crying in the bathtub, you know? That takes us to the end of my liked songs by Mitski, so we're gonna move on to another artist. I think we're gonna go with Hozier next. Now, I still haven't listened to Unreal Unearth. I'm simply not emotionally prepared for new Hozier music. I will be someday, maybe someday soon, hopefully, because I'd really like to have my little gay hands on some new Hozier music, but it's not time yet. It's simply not time yet. So we're going off of few options when it comes to Hozier, but that's okay. So I have already put Shrike on the playlist. I feel like I don't want anything off of his self-titled album, like At a Glance. Ooh, actually, I'm eating my words, because I think Cherry Wine might actually be perfect. Yeah. I think I could cry to Wasteland Baby. All right, well, that was quick. We've gotten through Hozier already. Let's move on to Bon Iver. I kind of feel like we might not even add anything more than Rosalind and Skinny Love, but we'll see. Ooh, okay, I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure The Wolves Act 1 and 2 might work. Side note, why am I so bad at remembering songs by artists that I love and like songs that I've listened to countless times until they're in front of my eyeballs? Like, I forgot that song existed until just now when I looked at it. What's up with that? Yeah. This one's definitely going on the playlist. Creature Fear, no. For Emma, no. I totally forgot what that song sounded like. I haven't listened to it in so long. I feel like this song really just like holds me. I love this song. I don't know if I could cry to it. I could maybe under the right circumstances, but no, I don't think it works. Side note, I don't think I know the words, at least not in full, to any Bon Iver song. Like I think Skinny Love is probably the one I know the most words to, but I still don't know all the words. And I've listened to these songs since I was in high school, okay? Like I've listened to these songs countless times and I don't know the words. Ask me if I know literally any of the words to Roslyn. The answer is no. It brings to mind a tweet about Hozier, actually, that like pops into my head on a regular basis. I'll try and find it. I think I surely have it in my favorites folder in my camera roll because I fucking love this tweet so much. I'll put it on the screen. It's essentially like, I never look up the lyrics to Hozier songs. If Andrew wanted me to know the words, he would have enunciated. If Justin wanted me to know the words, he would have enunciated. Okay. We're gonna move on to Phoebe Bridgers. So we already put Scott Street on the playlist. I think Smoke Signals might work. Yes, Smoke Signals absolutely works. Funeral, too sad. Can't put it on this playlist. Killer might work. I think it works. The vibe of this song like teeters on the edge of being the wrong kind of sad, but it's not quite over the line, if that makes sense. I'm gonna put it on the playlist tentatively. It might get deleted. We'll see. Real quick side note, I'm really bad at listening to new music. If an artist I really like comes out with a new album, unless it's like one of my like top 3 artists, it will take me so long to get around to listening to their albums. I have to be in the right mood. I have to be in a Phoebe Bridgers mood to listen to new Phoebe Bridgers music. I don't know how long ago at this point Punisher came out, but I just listened to it yesterday. And just like Hozier. I mean, Hozier is a different example because like I love Hozier so much and I've been waiting for new Hozier music for so long, and I don't know if I'm emotionally ready. Am I in the mood for Hozier music? Yes, absolutely. But am I emotionally ready? No. So Unreal on Earth is gonna have to wait, but I finally listened to Punisher yesterday and love it. Love Punisher.
Love Pink.
But I'm not familiar enough yet with the songs to know whether they work off the top of my head. So I'm gonna have to like kind of remember. I don't want to listen to the whole thing. I don't want to listen to every single song to decide which ones work for this purpose. So I'm gonna have to kind of just like remember which ones I like took note of in my head as I was listening to them yesterday. And I think Garden Song might work. I love this song, but there's something about that like backing track that is just like a little bit too chaotic and it takes me out of the like quiet tenderness of it. You know what I mean? Love the song, would not change anything about it, but for this purpose, it doesn't work. Okay, I think Chinese Satellite does work. So we're putting that one on the playlist. This is another example of one of those songs that has too much space in it to work for this purpose. I feel like I'm repeating myself so much, but like, you get it. You get it. I want to say that this song, like I could cry to this song. Half of that might be because I keep looking at the dog. The fucking dog is like so cute and it makes me want to cry. Ugh. Okay, I'm putting it on the playlist. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. And that's Phoebe Bridgers. Waiting Room? No, I don't think it works. The Mountain Goats. I know there is at least one song in particular that absolutely works. I'm just gonna put it in, like I don't even need to listen to it. Minnesota, 100%. I think I could cry to There'll Be No Divorce. I love Riches and Wonders so much. I simply don't have the words for how much I love Riches and Wonders. You can't really see it, but that frame right there, it's an art print and the words on it are lyrics from Riches and Wonders. It's the lyric, "You find shelter somewhere in me, I find great comfort in you." Words cannot describe how much I love this song, and I can absolutely cry to that song, so it is going on the playlist. I want to say I've definitely cried to The Mess Inside. Okay, I'm not putting it on the playlist. It doesn't fit the vibe. I have cried to this song, but I listen to this song and it makes me feel like so tender and like, I do maybe feel like I could cry, but only like for the memory of listening to this song when I was like freshly going through a breakup. You know how you have like that one or like a couple specific like breakup songs? Maybe even like for specific breakups, like maybe they don't apply to just any breakup. This one was my breakup song during the time that I was listening to it and crying to it a whole bunch. But it's not the vibe we're going for right now, and I don't think that I would necessarily cry to it at this time. I'm thinking that Bleed Out might work? Question mark? No. Never mind. I was wrong. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I have it's a very short playlist of Mountain Goat songs that make me unreasonably sad, and I'm pretty sure that Waving at You is on that playlist, which means that it can't go on this playlist because it's too sad. I have cried to Hast Thou Considered the Tetrapod, so it's going on the playlist. I feel like Love, Love, Love also has like the vibe that we're looking for. Okay, I feel like I'm losing the plot a little bit because Game Shows Touch Our Lives is feeling like it works, but I don't think that's true. Like, I think that if I put this on the playlist, the vibe is being altered in a way that I was not going for. I'm not gonna put it on the playlist. It feels like it could work, but I don't think, no. So we're done with the Mountain Goats. I'm not quite sure where to go from here. Maybe my Midwest emo playlist will have something. I'm so tempted to click on Never Meant. It's not gonna work. I can't picture myself crying to Never Meant. I can't do it. I feel like this one works. I actually think I probably have cried to this song at some point. It's going on the playlist. Have I cried to Your Deep Rest by The Hotelier? Yes. 100%. Is it right for this playlist? No, absolutely not. I'm like really split on Pothole by Modern Baseball because on the surface I feel like it really works. But there's something about, I want to say there's something about Modern Baseball. Maybe it's actually just this song in particular. Maybe it's just Pothole because this song is like fused with my DNA. You know what I mean? Like this song is a part of my soul. It's in my cells. And so when it comes on shuffle with other songs surrounding it, it doesn't feel like it's a part of the rest of the vibe. Does that make any sense? Anyway, I'm gonna tentatively put it on the playlist. Okay. Flicker and Fade does not work, but it reminded me that there might be turnover songs that work. So we're gonna check them out right now. Anything off of Magnolia is gonna be too sad. Okay, you know, I think I could cry to Cutting My Fingers Off by Turnover. I probably have. And I think we're done with Turnover. So let me go back to my other playlist. There might be something by The World is a Beautiful Place and I'm No Longer Afraid to Die. I think Gig Life might work. Like, I definitely have cried to this song. I'm like a little bit hesitant to put it on the playlist because yes, I could cry to this song, but it's like so deeply tied to a specific time in my life that it almost like takes me out of it. If it like were on this playlist and it came on, I would be like, whoa, thrown back in time to 2014. But I do think it works. If I have to delete it later, I will. The only other one here that might work is Getting Sodas, but I am uncertain. Not quite the right vibe. I feel like I'm repeating myself again, but like, I have cried to this song, which should come as no fucking surprise because apparently I'm always crying. But anyway, it's just not the right vibe. Yeah, this is like the one Hotelier song that can work on this playlist. I thought I might be able to find a Microwave song that would work. Here's the thing. Microwave is my favorite band in the whole world. There are like very few playlists that I put Microwave songs on because like if I'm listening to them, I'm only listening to them pretty much. Are there several Microwave songs I have cried to? Yes, but more so in a way where I'm like having a breakdown, not the like quietly sobbing in the bathtub kind of crying. Like, yes, I've cried to Vomit on multiple occasions, and it's my favorite song in the entire world. There's no better song to me than Vomit by Microwave, but it doesn't belong on this playlist. I don't think any Microwave song would work on this playlist unless I'm missing something. Ugh. The Fever. Like, it's so close, especially going off of like the beginning of the song, but I don't think the entire song works. That's the problem. I love this song so much, dude. But I know that the song gets like bigger and louder as it goes on, and I just don't think that that's the vibe we're going for. Fuck it. I'm putting it on the playlist. I don't even care. I can't not put it on the playlist. I have to. There are two more I think might potentially work. Ferrari and Thinking of You. It's not quite right. No, this one doesn't work either. So remember earlier when I was talking about songs that I could cry to, but specifically in a yearning kind of way, and how I have a playlist of those songs? That's this playlist. So I'm gonna check this out and see if there are any on here that could work. We'll see. This one might be a contender. I'm gonna tentatively put it on the playlist. We'll see if it ends up working. That's gonna be the only one on this playlist that works. Ooh, okay, I forgot about Angel Olsen. I think this one works. This is another example of like, it has taken me so long to get around to listening to new music. I'm pretty sure Big Time came out like 2 years ago at this point, and I just listened to it 4 days ago, but I really liked it. And I think Dream Thing might be a really good song to put on the playlist. I love Angel Olsen's voice so much. Okay, I want to say Right Now also works, so we're putting that one on. Okay, I've been filming for so long, so I'm gonna try and wrap it up. I'm probably gonna end up maybe skimming through my liked songs sometime soon and adding from there. But right now, I think the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a look at my Songs That Make Me Feel Held playlist. It's very short, but I think there might be songs on here that would work. Like, how can I not put 26 by Paramore on this playlist? I think Skylight by Pine Grove also really works, so we're gonna put that on the list. I think the only other two that might potentially work would be 12 by La Dispute and Kind of Girl by Muna. I don't think 12 works. It's a little bit too bright, if that makes sense. Let's give Kind of Girl a try. Oh, I fucking love this song. No, I don't think that one works either. It's like, it's very like uplifting to me, which is great, but it's not the vibe that we're going for right now. And I think I'm gonna leave it there for right now. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this little journey that we've gone on today. I hope this was as entertaining to you as it was fun for me to do. I just love making playlists. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do. If you do enjoy this style video, definitely let me know, because again, I really want to make more videos in this style. I want to kind of like make this a series. So thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun and I'd love to do it again sometime. So I hope you'll join me for the next video, and I'll see you again hopefully very soon. Bye.